Okay, I just built a tool, an AI tool that generates a really in-depth Google Ads audit for any project. So this is just an example output here, 100% generated by AI. This is for an account that's spending 30,000 a month on Google Ads, and it gives you like a really in-depth audit. I'm going to show you exactly how it works, how it comes up with the audit, but this is the structure you can see on the screen. It will actually show you everything that's working inside the account, everything that's not working. You know, if there's any campaigns or ad groups that have bad performance issues, or maybe have CPAs that are significantly lower than the account average, it'll let us know. And it'll just give us really good ideas on how to optimize the account. This isn't trying to replace humans. It's just if you have complex Google Ads accounts and you want really good ideas on how you could improve performance, this is a great starting point. It just has a lot of detail. I've been tweaking it so that the output is hopefully really strong, without being overly descriptive as well. And it will give you priority investigations and a big opportunity catalog of things that you might want to look at inside the account. It'll give you like specific actions that you can take, etc. So without further ado, I'll show you how to do it. So the first thing we want to do is export all of the data that we need from Google Ads. So we have this handy sheet here, and I'm going to go through a Google Ads account now with you and do this. So this is the script that we need to put into Google Ads in the script section first of all. So I'm just going to copy that there, go to scripts. I've created an audit script here. So I'm just going to write over that and just to make sure it's all 100% up and working. So I'm going to just remove that. I can remove this text at the top, this placeholder text. And I'm just going to grab the URL of a new Google Sheet, which I created. And I need to grab this URL because, in fact, I'll grab the sharing URL because this is where the system is going to put all of the data. So I'm going to run this script, and what this is going to do is for this particular Google Ads account, it's going to export all of the data and information that I can feed into the AI. So it's really important that we do this first. Otherwise, the AI just has no context to go off. But this is giving it all the data it could possibly want. So I'm going to save this and run it. And this should just take a couple of minutes to complete. I'm going to pause this and come back when I actually have the data ready to show you. Okay, we can see this is finished now. So this is the Google Ads account data for this website, which is a travel planning website. It's actually my wife's business, so I have full access to the ads and I can share this information with everyone. It's a good one to show as a demo. And you can see we've exported impression share for the last 30 days, keywords, search terms, all the ads, landing pages, devices, any negative keywords that are in place, quality scores, mapping ads to landing pages, things like that. Basically all the information that we can reasonably export, or that we have the capacity to export from Google Ads. Right, okay, we have all of that now. So we're gonna go over to the agent audit. We've got our API key in here and we've added the sheet. So this is the sheet, which is obviously referencing this one with all the data because we need the AI to have a data set to run on. We've got the project name. So next step is to build our business context. What this is going to do is it's going to look at the data set. The AI is actually going to go to the website, look at what the website's all about and build the context of this website. So it's going to be an AI context builder. You don't have to put anything else yourself. We'll let this run for a minute and see what it comes up with, and then we'll run the audit itself. Okay, so the context is populated here. We can see we got this notification. So the AI has gone out to the website. It's figured out, here's all the services that this brand offers. These are the primary service keywords, adjacent services, location served, etc. And these are services not offered explicitly. So this is just to help provide some context to the AI so it understands. So the AI now has the context on the business and all the exported data from Google Ads. Now we're ready to run a full audit. So we're going to just hit run AI audit from the drop down menu here, and it's going to run this script. So what it's straight away automatically done is created a new tab here. So this is where it's going to build out the audit report for us. You can see it started building the report now. And what the AI is doing is it's looking at all of the extensive data and it's going to slowly but surely compile the report for us here automatically and hopefully give us all the insights we want. I don't have to touch anything at this point. This is all just going to automatically populate. In the background of the script is a very, very, very detailed prompt that we fed in. So yeah, basically AI is going through everything. We've given it strict instructions on exactly how to analyze the data. You know, we've told it, we've given it instructions and examples of what is a good piece of analysis for Google Ads versus not good. All those types of things which are important to yield a good audit. So I'm just going to let that run for another couple of minutes, and I'll come back when we're finished and we have an audit ready to show. Okay, so that's the audit complete. It took 6 or 7 minutes to complete. Let's take a look. So this is an audit just for the last 30 days. That's the only amount of data that we exported. This particular report has low spend. Usually it doesn't really matter what the spend is. It just takes the same amount of time to analyze anyway, because it's just the numbers that are different. So it doesn't matter. It's not as if it's, you know, a huge amount more data. But this is what we've got. So we've got the business context. So the AI is figured out straight away, okay, this is what they do. The goal is to capture ready-to-buy searchers looking for specific accommodation. Yep, that's correct. Current account is search only with strong efficiency. So it's just giving an overall view of the account. Impression share is constrained, signaling room to scale high intent locations. So yeah, just a nice little overview. We can see what's working well. Flock search campaigns are working well. Good cost per acquisition. This exact keyword is working very well. Location specific intent plus a matching page. We can see here what's not working well. Broad queries without location qualifiers. So it's been able to detect that, which is very true. This is a travel website. So those broad queries without location qualifiers is discovered. Okay, that is just not generating as many leads or generating leads at a higher cost per acquisition. So yeah, it's actually quite insightful. It's given a bottom line upfront overview. We can see here a ton of key patterns. So location landing pages perform any of the generic pages, and even has a confidence score based on how much data it has available. So it's not just going to make stuff up based on, you know, 1 or 2 clicks, for example, or a small set of data. We've kind of got high, medium, and low confidence scores. Mobile and desktop is strong. Mobile is cheaper. Landing page experience in the quality score bottleneck. Quality score component diagnosis. Improving landing page speed, relevance, and calls to actions will help here. Yeah, it says there's maybe some underperforming exact match terms, priority investigations, and then we have our full opportunity catalog here. I think the big one is increased budget and bids on the exact and location terms, because there's a lot of lost impression share, but performance is really good. So we should expect more qualified inquiries at the same current cost per acquisition. So yeah, hopefully you'll agree it's a pretty good initial audit, or at least gives a lot of ideas on things that we can look at for this particular account. Or try. Yeah, lots of potential tests to run as well. We have this column here, which is test concept. So yeah, there's probably 12 or 13 things that we could test. Create region campaigns to fund winners independently. Isolate top exacts with strict negatives. So yeah, lots of great ideas. This is very easy to set up. You just need to copy this sheet. Of course, you need your data source as well. I have a link to a Notion page which has the full setup instructions, but you can get up and running with this in just a few minutes. The only things you actually need are your own API key for either OpenAI or Claude, and the export sheet URL, which has got all the data in it. That's it. And then you can just run this as a Google app script, and you'll have this little menu here to run. Whenever you want to clear that, you can clear all of this here. So we can, well, actually we can do it whichever way we want, but we can add in a new project here. So we can just say new project, put in our new export sheet, and then when we go to build the business context again, it will just refill all of that information on the left with our next project. So it just means that within this single sheet, we can have potentially all of our Google Ads reports for multiple different projects, like I have as an example down at the bottom here. So it just means we can share this sheet with our team, and everyone can look at the ideas that AI has generated. In my experience, this process is just way more impactful than querying ChatGPT or Claude directly, because in this case, you're just feeding it, first of all, with that data. So yeah, cool little AI audit tool that's totally free to use through Google Sheets.